The title of this article did get cut off on the screen, but it is called Black Feminism, the CIA, and Gloria Steinem. What follows is a fact sheet about Gloria Steinem's operations against the various social and political movements in America, particularly her role in creating a hateful and virulent strain of black feminism that attacks black men while partnering with the white establishment. Let's read a little more. Gloria first came across the radar of black men in 1978 when Steinem put a book called Black Macho and the Myth of the Superwoman on the cover of Miss Magazine, the magazine which she controlled. The book was written by black feminist and activist Michelle Wallace, who literally came out of nowhere. In the book, Wallace called abolitionists like Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth ugly and stupid for supporting black men. She called black revolutionaries chauvinist macho pigs and advised black women to go it alone. But pay attention to this part. Gloria Steinem said that Wallace's book would define the future of black relationships, and she pushed hard to make sure that the book received massive publicity. And don't we see this happening today? You might not be calling Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman ugly and stupid, but you sure are calling your fellow black sister a pick-me or desperate or thirsty when she stands up for black men. Y'all shame, y'all deflect, y'all project guilt on those who want to stand up for our men. You're literally doing what she intended from the beginning. Let a woman today stand up for black men and all of a sudden she's a misogynist and she hates women. I digress. What's the bottom line? The bottom line is the so-called black feminist movement was created and manipulated by the CIA from the very beginning. The only difference between black revolutionaries and black feminists on this issue is that the black revolutionaries know they were infiltrated and manipulated. But black feminists are still unwilling to admit that they were infiltrated and manipulated, largely because they are highly invested in the hateful brand of black feminism. As a result, the Hate Black Men movement has become more than just a political point of view. It is now a central part of the culture of black women, and this fact has led to the destruction of the black revolution and the complete distortion of black relationships.
Hi everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. I got this clip from Izzy Reactions and Reviews, so I will share the entire video in the description box. But I thought that this was quite an interesting take, and I agree wholeheartedly with the woman in the clip. The CIA, which I've been hearing this for a while, was also instrumental in driving a wedge between black men and black women, and eventually the breakdown of the black family unit. And I remember, 20 or so years ago, and I've mentioned this quite a few times on my channel, when I used to spend time on this one website, the intense hatred, not only for black men from black women on this site, but also the intense hatred for anything traditional, a traditional woman, or marriage, the clause would come out. I was called everything from pick me to male identify, and I wasn't even married yet. But I understood the importance of marriage only because the vast majority of the women in my family, a lot of the women that I used to hang with back in the day, were wives. And I saw how that benefited them and their children and their household. And I'm not understanding how we as a group of women, the most educated black girl magic, can't tell us nothing, strong and independent, but we don't see that we have fallen for the okey doke. And by we, I don't mean me. And not to go all political, but this is exactly what they're doing with Kamala Harris right now. That woman is not for us, and she's not for the black community. Now, you could call Trump racist. Okay, I'll give you that. But the Democrats are not for us either. They, like the CIA and feminism and all of that, they don't want to see, they don't want to see the black family flourish as a cohesive unit. Black husband, black wife, children that they have together. Notice they don't go after other cultures the way that they come for us. particularly the women in the other cultures, telling us, oh, you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need a man. That's one of the things that feminism just shoves down the throats of gullible women. You don't need a man. You don't need a husband. But see, the thing is, these women are still getting their backs blew out by men, which a lot of times results in pregnancies. And then that's when these women realize or decide, okay, well, I can't do it by myself. I need help. And then a lot of times it's too late, because men are now saying, I'm not being a stepdad. And women, this is the thing, so many women are willingly walking into these traps. You have channels like mine trying to warn you. Get yourself a husband, then bring forth your children, and you build your life with that man. But y'all are so busy listening to the sisterhood and feminism. They don't want to see you thrive and be in a healthy nuclear family. They don't want to see that. So in regards to that Gloria Steinem, who was a staunch feminist back in the day, her old butt got married, and I think in her 60s. She's 90 now. She passed her age to have children, but she walked down the aisle and got married. And that's something that this woman said in this video. Or you may see it in the video, maybe not the clip that I got for you. A lot of these white feminists, and I've told you this before in previous videos, while they're busy with the down with the patriarchy, you don't need a husband does not define me, they're going home to a husband. And I plan to do another video, and I've already done similar videos with black women singing the praises of white men like they're better men because they're white. No. They have standards within their community that uplifts the nuclear family and marriage. Black women, you can't be all of this. I'm strong, independent. I don't need a man. I don't have to be married. Marriage doesn't define me. And then when you have children, you're raising your males and your female children to have this mindset, and then they're no good for the next generation. People of other races are raising next generations of husbands and wives. We're not doing that in our community. We fight it. And then okay, so when I'm going off on a tangent, I did a short on Ebony K. Williams becoming a single mother on purpose. And you should see the comments directed at me. Me speaking out against single motherhood is not to hurt women. It's to let women know that there's an alternative. And that alternative is husband. You be a wife. Then you have your children. And so many things your life can be so much better because of it. And I'm not going to even go down yeah, but what if he's abusive? What if he's a drunk? I get those comments too. What if he's a this? What if he's a that? And you know what I say to those women? A lot of y'all love that. Those are the men that y'all seek out. I'm not talking about those types of men. I'm talking about the decent men who are able to pick decent women. And one reason why a lot of you get so mad at these type of topics is because y'all don't qualify for the good men. You don't qualify for it. So instead of trying to listen with an objective ear about what you could do to get what you claim that you want, you lash out. Oh, I see you pick Mishian today. Pick me. Pick Misha. You're not even black men's type. Oh yeah, I get all those types of insults directed at me. Now when I'm called to pick me, I just ignore it. And the reason I ignore it is because me going back to that person, they've already gone on to the next video. They're not even trying to come back to have a honest discussion with me. They want to hurl the insult because they got triggered. And now they feel good, like, I guess I told her. And then they go on to the next. I don't even bother with it anymore. And I realize that not every woman can be helped. I'm going to have my message. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Go on to the next video. But there are young ladies still coming up who might want and need this message. And I've told you young ladies before, get out the sisterhood. Get away from feminism. Because they're not going to lead you towards a husband and a nuclear family. They're just not. They don't know how to. And a lot of them are so filled with hate and rage, they don't know how to be a man's peace and calm. They can't do it. It's more normal to believe that all marriages are just doom, gloom, ugly, unhealthy, cheating, beating, abuse. They would rather believe that than a content marriage can actually exist. But that was my topic for today. I thought that was quite eye-opening, though I've heard it before. But I'm so glad that there are more Black women who are not falling for the okey doke. Stop falling for the okey doke. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.